we need, yeah. Man, I got it, wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians, and we got a lot of them in here, so let's get ready to get the show started. My man Howie Bell is in the building. Howie, how you doing?
What's up, Frank? How you doing? Good, brother. You all right?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain at all. Let me see
go.
what my man Mo, comedian, is doing. Mo, what you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. What's going on, fellas? Chilling.
I know you feeling good, Mo. I know you feeling good.
Damn right I am.
My man Damian Jones in the building too. D Jones, how you doing, sir?
What's up, y'all? Hey, this is my old boxer pose.
And finally, when it comes to comedians, let me bring in my man Michael Sean in the building. Mike, how you doing, sir?
I'm good.
Mike Shaw, what's up?
What's good, fellas? What's good? What's good?
What
It's
up,
a
though?
happy
What up,
day. What's
And
good?
finally, filmmaker Jason Hayes has joined us. Man, Jay, how you doing?
It's all good. Hey, I know the Knicks are doomed now, man. I've been burning sage all night.
I know. We gonna get to that. We got lots to talk about. So let's jump into it, man. Before we even get into the Knicks and before we get to the NBA, there's about two other topics I want to talk about. Make sure we squeeze them in. So Howie, I'm gonna put you in the position first, so you can do what you normally do first, man. And Howie, over the weekend, I don't know if you all got a chance to see this. Over the weekend, Washington Mystics head coach Sidney Johnson watched the end of the game against the Atlanta Dream from the locker room, because I'm not sure if you guys got a chance to see this, but about 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Dream forward Angel Reese drove the lane and went up for a layup on a fast break. She was contacted by Mystics guard Alicia Flores Gentino. It was assessed a foul. During the break, which even went to a commercial break for the whistle, Johnson started arguing with the official. And then ultimately it got so bad he had to be held back by the assistant coaches, but he kept going after the officials, and the police came in and got involved, Howie. I've never, ever in my entire life seen the police get involved and backing away a coach from the officials. And this happened the WNBA game. And I mean, it was kind of ugly to me, man. I mean, it was ugly to me. I don't know. Did you get a chance to hear about this, see this, Howie?
I saw bits and pieces of it, and I saw like most of the video, but I didn't understand why he got so mad. You just explained the foul, but the way he did it and what I was looking at, and the police grabbing him, I was like, does he have a warrant? That's the only thing I can think of. Like, I've never seen that. You know what I'm saying? The police come out, and it was a girls' basketball game. I mean, you know, women's, but I mean, that was a little weird. And I saw like one of the players pointing at him, like, "That's enough! Like, you got this, Like one of the players. So like it was crazy. I don't know really all of the details behind it as far as what made him react like that, but his reaction looked like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze.
I'm trying to tell you, Mo. So, Mo, you got a WNBA game, Mo. You got obviously a coach being held back. You got a coach very upset. I didn't see the game, this part of the game, the WNBA game, because I was watching other sports, everything else. But I will say this. I mean, coaches can get upset. Do you think that it was warranted for him to be that upset? Because it seemed like it had been brewing. What you think, Mo?
I didn't see it. This is my first time hearing about it, but you know, coaches get mad, man. You know, that's the part of being a coach. If you don't get mad as a coach, you're gonna get fired. You know, I mean, that's what coaches do. Now, she went off that way. I don't know. You know, down in DC, they spoke that love boat, that PCP. So he might have been on, you know, he might have been on that boat. You know what I'm saying? That boat will get you down there.
I don't know about that. D Jones, let me ask you this, man. Do you think this is going to be, even though they say publicity, do you think this bad publicity is good for the WNBA and what they're looking at right now?
Ain't nothing bad for the WNBA. They need all the eyes they can find. I watched the game. It was a great game. The score was 32-37. Very competitive
That's so
game.
disrespectful.
It was very competitive. It was very competitive to the very
He missed
end.
like 4 layups in a row, right?
Yeah. It was very competitive. But it seemed like that he was going through something at home. Like he was taking that
Yeah, that's
from
it.
something else, bro. Cause the police had to restrain you. That wasn't just basketball. That was something else.
Michael Sean, you know, at the end of the day, Mike, I might have to go with D Jones. What D Jones said, it had to be a whole lot of stuff built up from at home too. You know, what's your take on this, Mike?
He was mad. No, they made a good point. He was mad at something that had nothing to do with that game, yo. There was something that had to be that had to have. I've been there, man. I had the cops called to my house, and it wasn't because of what happened in the house. It's because my side chick had cheated on me. And listen, I was mad, and I couldn't deal with it. And nobody could understand because it was all based on somebody didn't turn the water fully off in the sink. They were like, why is that? He's losing it. But another thing I don't get is why do people insist on holding people back? I used to have this one homie and I love him. I do. That's my man. But I got so tired of holding him back at every club we go to and he'd pop off. And one day I got tired of it and I didn't hold him back. And guess what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Like, stop grabbing them. Like, everybody just go, okay, what you going to do? Do something. What are you going to do to the ref? What are you going to do? Because after a while, it just gets ridiculous. And the more people hold you back, and the police was just overkill. I just think the two police officers wanted some camera time. Like, honestly, it wasn't like a violent episode was about to happen. The man was just beefing and pointing fingers or whatever. But let him go. Let me see what you're going to do. You want some real ratings? Let me see you punch somebody. Go ahead. Let me see. Let me see how Bobby Knight-ish you can get, because that wasn't even on the level of a Bobby Knight thing. But hey, hope he cuts that check for the suspension and the fine that's coming.
Yeah. So Jay, let me ask you the final question on this, man. Do you think there was a whole lot of overreaction by the police?
You said
The police.
you said they were playing who? Atlanta?
Mm-hmm.
See, y'all got short memories. See, about a year ago, wasn't there a certain Tuskegee basketball coach who got arrested on the court of Morehouse College down in Atlanta?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about. You're right.
I did forget about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So they're on that. Hey, baby, this Wakanda. Listen, we don't have but so many of those in us.
Right.
We're gonna escort you up out of here, and it's gonna be a problem if you don't get it fixed. So I mean, it was overreaction. It's always overreaction if people gotta even put their hands on you to calm you down. I mean, it's a game at the end of the day. But I think what it really was, I checked the score, man. They was getting blasted by like 30.
Yeah,
so
he was getting blew out. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just wanted to go take a shower early. That's all.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be a whole lot of embarrassment. Howie, let me ask you this, man. I don't know if you got a chance to even hear about this one, but this next one came out. I saw this earlier today. The NCAA could be stepping in an unprecedented situation in 2026 because Lubbock County, Texas judge Ken Curry ruled this morning to grant Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby a temporary injunction to play football. Make sure y'all hear this, to play football for the Red Raiders this season. He filed a lawsuit against the NCAA after he's ruled ineligible for placing bets on Indiana football games while he was a redshirt freshman for the Hoosiers in 2022. He wasn't playing. He placed a bet one way or the other. Sorsby later admitted to placing bets on Indiana and his teammates while he was on the bench. In a court filing, Sorsby admitted to at least 40, and I said again, 40 Indiana-related bets while with the team, but he said he was always betting on his teammates to succeed. And so far, in preliminaries, Howie, it looked like he's right. It looked like he's telling the truth. Now, there's a whole lot of ways that you can peel this apple, you know what I mean? But if he's allowed, if this thing goes the way it looked like it's going to go, and he wins this case, this could be like groundbreaking for athletes to be able to bet on themselves and their teams. What'd you think, Howie? What's your take?
You just said it. It's so much gambling, and I always talk about it. So much gambling that makes sense. That makes sense for this type of thing to come up to where it can be a situation or some kind of loophole where they can gamble, because it's out of control, man. This gambling it's been out of control, and so now they got to figure out a way, because they're not gonna give nobody no help. They're not gonna help people stop gambling. Nobody's gonna get no therapy, so they're gonna make it to where they can find a loophole so nobody gets in trouble. Let's gamble. Come on.
All right, so Bo, what's your take on this, Mo? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be hard to me, it's going to be really hard to try to figure out a way to stop people, because you can gamble from your phones, your TVs, tablets. You know what I mean? Like, what's your take, Mo?
I'm trying to figure out when you think they're going to stop people. They ain't going to stop people. Right. It's going to keep on going. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Right. The dude bet on his teammates. He wasn't playing. You know what I'm saying? He had the inside track. What they gonna get him for? He ain't fix no games. And you know how I feel about the NCAA and collegiate players. It might be wrong. I don't know. But for whatever they did, for what they've done to collegiate players for over the decades and centuries that student athlete, I'm like Jay-Z, overcharge them for what they did to the Cold Crush.
100%. I don't see D Jones. D Jones, you there? You there? Okay. I guess
He gambling. He called
gambling.
the dude.
He right now,
He
he's gambling.
called
Right
up
now.
the dude. He called up the dude to see who to bet on.
D Jones, what's your take on this, bro, with the NCAA? Because this could be groundbreaking.
He got away with robbery. Listen, it's easy for me to tell my homeboy, hey, bro, if you put up 20, I'm about to give you $1,000, dog.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even though he ain't bet against him, I can bet for you and give you a couple of dollars on the side. You think I wouldn't do that with y'all? Hey, man, I need you to mention this. If I get paid for it, I'm going to throw you some money. He got away with it.
Yeah, that's one way, definitely 100% looking at it. Michael Sean, man, at the end of the day, do you think this is going to be groundbreaking, brand new precedent that we're going to?
Where do y'all see the new president? He's white.
Yeah.
Where do y'all see this brand newness?
In Texas.
He's white in Texas and he's a football player. They're gods, and nobody's gonna stop anything. But all my people of color, black and brown athletes, please do not think that this is how you're gonna be treated when you get busted. I understand this is not what's going to happen. They're gonna railroad you through the media, and they're gonna then say this is why the NCAA should do this, this, and that. I'm just gonna tell you what I thought was an exaggeration, which a gangster, a former mob boss in Philly called Joe Marlino, Skinny Joe Marlino, was doing a documentary, and he said gambling is going to be worse than crack. And the person who was interviewing said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Do you understand? Everybody, including the crack user, is going to benefit, and you can't stop it." He said you can't stop it because it's a spider web of everybody, including the networks, the streaming services, the colleges, the boosters. Everybody's going to make money. They're not going to be satisfied until, somebody else said this on an interview, until this gambling gets so out of control that somebody loses a bet or loses a significant amount of money and finds one of these athletes and ends their life because you blew me $1 million.
Yeah.
And that may sound all out. You're being too Tyler Perry-ish right now.
Nah.
This is where it's going to go.
Yeah.
The genie is out the bottle and it will never go back. Nothing. That's the groundbreaking part of this. We got a new drug that's legal and being promoted to everybody and kids in their teens. It's crazy.
White Chocolate, mark this down because that's the day that Michael Sean called it, because I see it going that way myself.
And I'm frank. I have said that gambling is worse than crack. I'm on the record for saying that more than once.
Make that down too. Michael
Well,
Sean,
it's legal. Crack isn't.
Michael Sean ends up saying that we are going to lose a life and an athlete behind this.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That and Michael
Right.
Sean, that sounds scary or
But-
Tyler Perry-ish, like you put it, but that's a reality. That
Yeah.
could very well happen.
I forgot the young lady at the track meet. A gambler sat in the stands and heckled her the entire time and followed her around. Then after she lost, he said the reason why her start was slow is because I sat there and I heckled her during the entire start.
Wow.
This is a true story.
Yeah. All right, so Jay, you get the final word on this, bro. What's your take on this case, right now that we're looking at?
A few things, really quickly. Michael Sean, when I lived in Philly, I used to valet park for Joey Skinny Bones Molino down Delaware Avenue.
Did you for real?
For real, I did. I used to see him. I used to see him every weekend, bro. Number two, if we're gonna allow people to bet on themselves or not be punished for gambling at all because they bet on themselves, why are they keeping Reggie Dinkins out the Hall of Fame? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like the whole premise of Tracy Morgan's new comedy show, the rise and fall of Reggie Dinkins, that he was a great running back. He got banned from the NFL, and he can't, I mean, he's persona non grata because he bet on sports. He said, but I only bet on myself to win. This is, I wouldn't doubt if they just took that story and applied it to this dude to say, well, this is acceptable. And to piggyback Michael Sean, here's the thing. Until you see Abdul Rashid Muhammad get this same thing, it ain't no precedent.
I think you're 100% right. All right, Howie, we get ready to move on, man. Let's move on. I'm looking at the time. I'm gonna skip a couple stories and I'm gonna come back to them because I got to talk about the Knicks game on Friday night. I don't know how else to look at this except to say my mind was blown. My mind was blown. But before I even put words in anybody's mouth or anything else, tell me what your initial thoughts were as we look at the game 2 and back in review this Monday morning before game 3.
You know what? My initial thoughts about that game is that Wemby is immature and he's young and he can't handle it. I think I was talking to Mo about this on the phone and saying, man, they not ready. I thought I'm mistaken. I got to take it back. I highly apologize because watching that game, their immaturity showed up a lot, especially in him. I mean, he looked like he was about to cry when he threw that pass in my man's back. So, I mean, and then he missed the last shot. Wemby is too immature. He ain't ready. And the Knicks is playing big boy grown-up basketball. And the Spurs is playing hyper-fast basketball, but they're not mature enough, I don't think, to get over the hump. That's the first thing I thought about in that game.
100%. 100%. Mo, I gotta ask you. You're the biggest Knicks fan in the world, and I really can't stand you. I hate you, right? Especially now. I love you, brother. Just to say one thing. I want to say this one thing, Mo. I want to say this one thing. You all really deserve this. You know what I mean? And it looked like you all showed up. I ain't never seen the Knicks play this good. How are you feeling about this right now, Mo? Especially after you look back and review games.
I feel good. That's how I feel. You know that I would. Yo, you know, the first time when I saw Wemby, when I saw his face, the only thing that came to my mind was DJ Poole. Y'all know who DJ Poole is. If you don't know, step your game up. When he was in Friday and he ran and he got his bike, he was trying to get his bike back, and Chris Tucker was like, you know he gonna cry in the car.
Right.
That's what I thought about with Wemby, because you knew he was in the locker room, he was gonna cry in that locker room. Hey man, everybody said this, that the West was the best league, the best side was better than the East. The West is a bunch of kids, skinny kids too. Look at him. The reason why he was blown out OKC, Chet Holmgren ain't no bigger than he is. They both paperweight, paper thin. You know what I'm saying? And like I told Howie, the East is playing grown man basketball. Grown man physical basketball.
No, I'll say this. The East is one torn Achilles away from winning 3 years straight. You know what I mean? One torn Achilles. Because I'm a firm believer thinking Indiana could have took out OKC last year. You know what I mean?
They wasn't going to win no damn.
I don't know.
I'm a firm believer of that because my man was still going to come back. I'm a firm believer of that. It's going to be hard for me to press to say no. But either way, 2 out of 3 games, 2 out of 3 series in the last 3 years, the East look like they're going to take, especially the Knicks win this year. D. Jones, what's your take, bro, on how we looking at this game? What's your take on this, D. Jones?
I don't know. I wouldn't call it immaturity. I would call it inexperience. I think every great player has to go through that struggle before they get to the top. And it happened with LeBron. It happened with Jordan. It happened with Steph. Magic won straight off the bat. But a lot of those great players got to go through that struggle, got to get through that pain before they overcome. And the Knicks been going through it for years with this team, coming up short. And now it might just be their time. And Wemby plays like a guard, and he's 300 feet tall. And it's just the inexperience in the coaching, the inexperience with the teams. The person with the most experience is Harrison Barnes, and he's butt booty. And De'Aaron Fox, he's okay, but it's just they just need experience, and it'll come with couple more years. But that's all I'm gonna chalk it down to.
Okay, so Mike Sean, what was your takeaway from the game 2 in review? Because I'm gonna ask you all a couple more questions on this, but what's your takeaway from that game after you saw game 2?
Quickly, number one, I don't know what got into the officials, but they allowed them to play like it was the 90s. And I was like, some of that was when Richard Jefferson actually said, yo, I never say this, but they're letting them be too aggressive. It got to the point where they weren't allowing basketball players to actually make their normal move 100%. Because they were literally grabbing them on both sides. And I'm sitting there going, are these officials like purposely trying to wait till somebody loses their cool? and some punches are thrown, because I said I ain't seen this in a long time. Number two, I'm glad D brought up the coach. Fox was scaring me. I thought De'Aaron Fox was literally going to be the one that was going to hit that shot to win the game. But they went to Wemby, and for another 18-foot jumper, okay, that's your man. You want to follow the script. But your man Fox was giving us work. And on that pick and roll, I'm sitting there going like, that pick and roll would have been so Fox could go to the hole and make it happen. He was the hot hand that was going on. The immaturity of the team is the immaturity. I can't explain that pass. I mean, for a second, I had to think, did the bookie get to him? I don't understand why, as a guard, you don't go back to get the ball. I don't understand, as a star on a team, you don't wait till the guy even makes eye contact with you before you pass him the ball. And that panic was crazy to me. But I tell you, I have killed Karl Anthony Towns. I've killed him. Like, he has frustrated the hell out of me. But let me tell you something. When he plays with his mind based on reality and not doing dumb stuff, his skill set is as good as any big man skill set in this league, if not better. If he wants to defend, he literally did not go for any pump fakes, moved his feet, and then decided on offense. Anytime he wanted to, he could blow by dude. So
I've never seen Cat play this well in any series in any year in the NBA.
Me neither, ever.
I ain't never seen this before. So that leads me to you, Jay. And before I give it to you, Jay, I'm gonna say this right now. I ain't never seen the Knicks play like this, and I think it's their time. You know what I mean? Congratulations to Mo and all the Knicks fans. I think it's their time. I'm going to talk about, the Trump thing in a second. I'm going to come back to that in a second. But, Jay, what is your takeaway from after the game 2 review? Because honestly, I don't see how they don't get swept. I don't see how the Spurs don't get swept. I just don't see it now. But what's your take, Jay?
I see how they don't get swept. The very reason I've been burning sage all day.
Oh, you mean tonight? Okay, we'll talk
the
about
turd
that.
blossom is bringing his bad juju up in here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, he just radiates loser, and he attracts loserdom and terribleness, right? But that's later. What I saw in game 2 was something, that I'm not sure, how it is, for like football. I mean, certainly not that true in baseball, but in basketball, winning and winners find a way to win. And the core of the Knicks roster are 3 Villanova dudes who won in college and won a lot in college, including national championships. They are winners. So now Castle won, at UConn too, but he was a freshman. It's kind of like a ready-made situation for him, sort of. But what I saw was like a mature team that, that knows how to win, is accustomed to winning, playing against a really immature team that's talented, with a coach who really doesn't have a system. To me, San Antonio looks like what the Knicks looked like last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't got like no real system that they're running to get people like in certain situations, take advantage and exploit certain things. And so they're just like, give Wemby the ball, get out the way. Give Castle the ball, get out the way. You know what I'm saying? And you can't beat a fundamentally defensively sound team that has a plan for you like that. And that's why the Knicks are up right now.
All right, so Howie, I'm on this campaign now, and I'm starting it today. I'm going to start this campaign today, and I'm starting it on this show. So you all can't say I didn't say it. I'm on the campaign in the bandwagon of saying Jalen Brunson should be the face of the NBA. I'm thinking he should be the face of the NBA, as is, small man, everything. And I'm saying that because a couple of years ago, when Brunson was at Dallas and he was trying to come over, before he was trying to make his move, he eventually agreed to New York with New York Knicks for a 4-year, $104 million deal with the Knicks. Everybody was upset with him at the time. Now, looking back on it, especially when Dallas made a 4-year, $55 million contract extension on it, and everybody thought that was fair. Right now, Jalen Brunson has proved again that he is the man of the clutch. I'm not even going to go through all his clutch stats and everything else, because Brunson basically laughed at a 4-year deal from the Mavs. New York Knicks fans thought they overpaid. I don't know one Knicks fan, and I mean this how I don't know one Knicks fan who was happy when they signed Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
He got everybody to love him. He right now he is putting in some work. And if he wins this series, they win this series. I don't know if he's going to be the MVP of the series, but I think that he should be definitely the face of the league off what he's done the last 4 years, especially as an undersized man and everything else. Howie, where are you at with the Mavs with their undercut deal with Jalen Brunson playing the way he's playing? Just the whole conversation. I
don't think nobody saw Brunson turn into this type of player, and some players blossom in professional sports. You know what I'm saying? And he's one that's doing that. I wouldn't go far as say he would be the face of the NBA. Definitely, he's going to be the king of New York. And he'll be the best or greatest Knick to go now. If he wins the series, they continue to win the series, and he does what he does. Continue to do what he does. He's going to be the greatest Knick of all time. But I don't know about the NBA. He may need to do a little more to get that spot. Not saying that he's not really good. You know what I'm saying? He's already doing commercials and stuff now too. I don't know though if he has the personality maybe to be that. You know what I'm saying? But definitely king of New York for sure, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
So you don't agree, Mo? Let me ask you, Mo. Jalen Brunson has outplayed everybody for the last couple of years. He's definitely outplayed the contract right now. New York got him on the cheap. The way if you want to really look at it, and everything
he's stolen.
They did.
They stole it because he got 4 years right now for $104 million, and that's a bargain.
And he gave him a discount.
And he did. So where are you looking at this now, Mo? You hear everything about it. Do you think he should be the face of the league? Do you think he's underpaid? What do you think about Jalen Brunson right now as a whole? And I know you coming from.
I was happy we got Jalen Brunson. I did not want Donovan Mitchell in New York City. I did not want. I was said something on this show, but I did not want him because he never shows up when it's time. He's a great regular season ball player, but in the playoffs, he don't show up. So I did not want him here. You know what I'm saying? And that's number one. Number two, the face of the league. I'm like, how? I don't think he's gonna be number one. He doesn't have that attitude. Number two, he ain't international. The next face of the league is an international player. It's gonna be because they're trying to generate from all over the world. That's the only way they're gonna be able to beat the NFL. Because the NFL and the NBA are in competition with each other for streaming, TV, and commercials, and everything else. And the only way to beat the NFL is the one thing that the NFL cannot beat: international. Because the NFL will never get that many. Because them overseas, they don't respect American football. They never will. They never have. But they do respect basketball. And that's the only way. So it's going to be Wemby, Joker, Luka, but I think it's going to be Wemby with him being the youngest.
Okay. Mo's right. Everything Mo just said is right, D. Jones. Everything he said. But like I said on the beginning of this, I'm campaigning for Jalen Brunson to be the face of the league. It doesn't mean I'm going to be right. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just campaigning because he's younger. He's a small man. He's underpaid. He got royally dished the last couple of years by all the NBA, writers and everything else. I think he has beaten everybody, and all he got to do now is win the chip. What's your take on this, D. Jones? Where you at?
And you know what, Frank? If he wins the chip, I'm still gonna disagree with you. What's wrong with you? He's not even the best Jalen. What are we talking about? I'm talking about the face of the league.
It ain't about the best player being the face of the league, bro.
He's not even the best Jalen in the league. So
who's the better Jalen?
Brown.
Okay.
In my opinion. And he played for Frank team, which is nuts.
The same Jalen Brown that Jalen Brunson beat last year in the playoffs?
Sure. I think he's still a better player.
Who's at the crib right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's the same one that won the MVP of the finals. That same Jalen, yes.
Yeah, the year before. And the same one.
Same one.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. But again,
no, I just don't see it. I don't see it.
He's the best player in the league, though. It's about.
I don't know if the NBA even wants to market Jalen Brunson.
They would be stupid.
They might market. No, they might market the Knicks, but I don't know if they're gonna market Jalen Brunson.
D. Jones, I got to disagree with you more than I ever have. They got to jump on Michael Sean. Help talk. Well, I don't even know if you're going to agree with me either, Mike, because nobody agree with me. But I think there is a shining light, shining moment. You know how the NCAA does this shining light, shining moment. They don't never do that for the team that's the best team in the thing. They do it for the team that wins, and it's not always the team that wins always wins the chip. But we all know that the best team always wins the chip. But let me say this: Jalen Brunson, underpaid. Jalen Brunson skipped clear through Dallas. Nobody respected him. The New York Knicks fans didn't want him at the time. They got him. He has been one of the best players for the Knicks in the last couple of years and about to be the king of New York if he can win this series. So, Michael Sean, are you on my side or the side of not to? Talk to me. You might not even
I feel like I'm a kid involved in a divorce. You're like, am I on my side or
You said me or your mama?
or your mama? Like
You pick Jalen Brunson or not?
I'm trying to make a point here, bro, because at the end of the day, the NBA always has one thing, and they've been trying to give certain.
Wait until you get to me, Frank.
Frank, everything you said was right, but being the face of the league doesn't even fit Jalen Brunson's persona. That's not the type of dude he is.
And that's why I want them to do it.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do it for somebody whose personality doesn't attract that. That's not how you market Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is a loud version of Kawhi Leonard when it comes to interviews. Like he really just wants to say, yeah, it was the team did a good job. And we're here together. We're a brotherhood, and you know what I'm saying. And his favorite answer is, I really don't know. I can't even explain it. Like the Wembley, it makes sense. It makes sense. He's international, and it's somebody who's going to say things. Somebody who's going to be at a press conference and say things. But
Mike, you can't give the face of the league to a person who's in the finals and loses. You can't do that, especially
you absolutely can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Wait. Well, let me just say this. The logo is Jerry West. Nobody's ever lost more finals than Jerry West, and he's the logo.
Great point.
So it's just about who are we gonna market, and who's the person who's gonna stimulate the common fan, the fan that doesn't follow it like us. We need the person who's gonna get the person who's just casually gonna say, like Steph Curry. My mom knows Steph Curry. Everybody knows Steph Curry. But somebody like Jalen Brunson, as great as he is, the common fan who just walks around may not even know about Jalen Brunson the way we know. He is going in the Hall of Fame, right? He's going right into the Hall of Fame. He's going to be one of the greatest Knicks ever. But the face of the league, that's not what the variables are meant for. That's not the checklist on the face of the league. But shout out to Jalen Brunson. That's my man. And please stop making it as if the Knicks have already won the championship, because I see the type of jinx you're trying to put here. We're up 2-0. And I see
he low-key trying to jinx it. Yeah,
and don't stop, because I'm not. No. I see the bullshit. You sit there. You said it like 5 times. Oh, they've already done nothing. They've already done nothing. There's 2 more games that we have to win.
I want the Knicks to win.
You're a Boston fan. You don't want nothing. You want no happiness for New Yorkers. So
That's right. Stop
playing this game.
He's just trying to cover. He just trying to cover it so he can say. So if they win, he can be like, "Oh, I was rooting for y'all. You don't want us to win."
And if they collapse, the show would be like, "This is the greatest collapse in NBA history."
I will say this. I'm gonna send y'all the stats. When the New York Knicks won Friday night, I launched Urban Sports District. When the New York Knicks won, I had more people listen in an hour than I did in the seven days I launched before that. Everybody turned in. That's why I want the Knicks. I don't want the Knicks to win for my personal. No, not at all. But anyway, back to you, Jay. Jay, I've been saying about Brunson. You heard my argument and everything else. 4 years, $55 million offer from Dallas. He gets 104 4 years from the New York Knicks. I think, honestly, it's not about to me. Everybody made a great counterpoints. It's not about the best player to me. I think NBA has a prime opportunity if the New York Knicks win to capitalize on this Jalen Brunson situation, because he would be the fan of the entire league with all the New York Knicks fans across the country. That's all I'm saying. So, Jay, push back if you need to. Go ahead.
Hey, this is my pushback. I see why y'all tell jokes for a living and you don't do television network deals. Because listen, it's so many intangibles. I mean, talking about his personality, dude. People write lines for him to say in front of the camera. He ain't got to come up with it himself. He gonna say the lines. He plays in the largest city in this country.
The largest market.
In the largest market in this country. In the city that has more advertising agencies than any other city in this country, with more Fortune 500 companies here that want to market stuff. He is making a mint. That's why he gave the Knicks the discount in the first place, to make the team good, because he knew he'd make it up outside of basketball. And there's a commercial running right now. I mean, it's him and his teammates. They out camping or something, or hiking. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
But
campus. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, so you already seeing that trickle with it, whatever. And in terms of saying that he's not international, well, Wemby's international. And all of France and all of Europe is tuning in to watch him beat Wemby's ass. So they know who he is too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like he's an unknown commodity. So a dude like that who does all the right things, you ain't never gonna hear about him shooting up the club. Well, not like this. He ain't gonna have no problems, man. I mean, and he does it the right way. You can't help but market that guy. He's safe. He's gonna clean up. Watch what I tell you. So, Frank, yes, he has a chance to be the face of the league.
Okay, so
I've not seen this much excitement around the NBA Finals in decades. I have not.
I'm not saying he's not going to be huge. He's going to be huge. I'm just saying I don't think the NBA is going to choose him. It's like they're not going to choose him to be the face. He's going to be huge, but to market him as he's going to be the lead face on going into next year,
He marketing himself. Yeah, all he got to do is win. That takes care of everything else.
And I want to add one thing before we move on. You want to move on? I can't say this. They're going to give him some endorsements. He's going to do the commercials, but I don't think he's going to be the face up because of Michael Sean's point and my point too. I think he's a little boring. I don't think has enough pizzazz or enough, razzmatazz. He's not one of them kind of guys.
Yeah, how we said
you're in the game or something. What you want?
How we said
off the court, you got to be something. You know what I'm saying? You got to be something. You got to have an X factor. That's why everybody can't do. I'm sorry, y'all. That's why everybody can't do broadcasting. Just because you're a good basketball player doesn't translate to ESPN all the time. That's why
he got to paint his nails.
But they say one thing. If they say that in the locker room, he's the funniest guy in the locker room. I think what we see right now is just somebody who's focused, a team that's focused, and they don't want to. There's no time for joking. There's no time for fun. There's only time for winning this championship. After that, then they can have fun. I think that's what we're seeing now. I think we can't relate that to his personality.
But even the camping commercial, if y'all saw the camping commercial, it's boring. It's not really, you know what I'm saying? It's like I felt like they just gave him a commercial.
He's creative enough, man. I mean, listen, he can be the straight man, like in a funny commercial. You pair him opposite somebody who's hilarious. I mean, there's multiple ways to market this, man.
Sure.
Nobody
what he's doing is the most important thing. He's winning.
Yeah,
he's winning. All you gotta do is win. Everything else will work itself out.
What I'm gonna tell you, it's like Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter did all the winning and he was huge, but A-Rod was still the person that they were pushing.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
They push Anthony Edwards more than they push Jalen Brunson.
All right, let me get to this next thing.
Anthony Edwards, you be pushing too, though.
There's two things that's happening out of the New York series right now that I don't like. Number one, Howie, is obviously Donald Trump coming to the Knicks. And I heard they're shutting down all the watch parties in that area. And all around the area and everything. They're shutting that down. The Secret Service jumping all of that's number one. And number two, what I really don't like is that the Knicks seats for the game. I saw a bid today. I don't know if you saw this, Howard, but the Knicks announced there was a winning bid of $1 million for 2 seats for Game 3. That's happening tonight, which I thought was ridiculous because I also heard how much money the tickets are around the thing. That's two bad things I don't like going on. So, Howard, before we jump into the Game 3 review and everything else, talk to me about Donald Trump's situation coming down and ruining a lot of New Yorkers, because New York would be insane with the watch party. And the ticket prices being ridiculous.
Well, let's start with the ticket prices. I heard that a few days ago or something that they were reselling for over $1 million. Now that was a few days ago, so that was already there. So now they're just kind of making it, a little more. Right. So it's coming out. So with that being said, there's that. With Donald Trump doing this, he's a damn devil. Why are you coming? You know what I'm saying? Like, you are about to cause so much melee, man, and make it so unfun. I swear, I think he's doing this on purpose. I swear,
I
man.
think he is too.
I really do, to disrupt it because he's not involved. And it's such a good time with New York. And he's this New Yorker nobody like. I think he wants to come implement himself on purpose, man, to disrupt the train, bro. I really do. And I hate that about him, man. He already gave me enough reasons to hate him. Now, here's another one.
Here's,
You know what I'm saying?
Here's 1,015,000.
Here's 1,015,000, bro. Why would you come have them take away the fandom outside of the Madison Square Garden? You're going to take away all the attention on the inside. You're going to be sitting in there. The camera's going to be coming back and forth. There's security, the Secret Service. Oh, my God, bro. This is a logistical disaster for New York and Madison Square Garden, bro.
D. Jones, what's your take on this, bro? Because the seats are ridiculously priced, and Trump coming in, shutting down the watch party, which is part of the whole thing of why we love sports. You know what I mean? Whether you hate the team, like I hate the Knicks, because I hate seeing that, but now I can watch the game and I ain't gonna see that one time. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Terrible. Terrible. It's absolutely. What's your take, D. Jones? What's your take?
I heard the cheapest ticket is like $750.
Wow.
That's what I heard.
What?
1,000, something crazy, 7,000,
$8,000 for the rafters.
It's 10,000 for the nosebleed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard on radio 7, but 8 is okay, 7, 8, whatever.
So you can resell your tickets. So how much
the NBA?
That's what's happening. Yep.
The NBA.
Let them talk, y'all. Go ahead.
The NBA and the Knicks should be ashamed of themselves, bro. The Knicks might be the most loyal basketball fans ever. They've suffered for the past 300 years, okay? To raise prices like this for just regular fans can't come watch their team, even though they're the most obnoxious, bing bong. I don't want to see all that, but they don't deserve this, bro.
No.
But then we talk about Trump. Trump is the most egotistical man on the face of the planet. The silver lining is we might hear the boos all the way in Michigan because I think he's gonna get booed the lot. You know how they had a meter, the fan meter at the Seattle Seahawks game? They should have a boo meter. And then game 4, I hope and pray Obama show up. Just so just to see the contrast. That would be so dope to me, man. That's what I pray.
It really would be. Michael Sean, you got Donald Trump coming, shutting down the fan experience of having the watch party outside of Madison Square Garden and all and around the areas. They're shutting that down, and ticket prices are ridiculously priced. You love New York. Let's talk to me about this, Mike.
Ticket prices have nothing to do. It's the resellers. Live Nation got a $300 million lawsuit against them, which they lost for dealing with the resellers directly. And these tickets have been doing this. And after Live Nation did that, they went back and did it again. Right after they lost the lawsuit, they went back and did it again. These ticket situations are a scam. This is what they're doing, and there's billions of dollars being made. Howie said, I think Donald Trump's doing it on purpose. Yes, he's doing it on purpose. Number one, Mandani has already balanced the New York City budget. Donald Trump vigorously tried to make sure he wasn't the mayor of New York, and he won anyway. Number 2, he got found guilty in a New York court. It was the last time he got found guilty in a New York City court, so he wants revenge. Howie said mayhem and everything. That's what he wants to put on this mayor. He wants chaos in these streets because he knows this city is boiling right now in a scary way. This New York City is so ready to explode. Yeah. They are so ready in a good way. Now you add this fuel to the fire. If you think you're going to stop millions of people from crossing them lines that you have designated in New York City, then you've never been in New York City during New Year's Eve when they try and do that same thing and watch the ruckus start.
Excellent points.
What's about to happen tonight is scary because he's antagonizing, and he does this, and he's done this his whole time in that White House. He antagonizes people, and he puts people in situations that when they actually act like human beings, what he does is then point and say, do you see this? Do you see why we got to cancel the midterms? This country is out of control. This is not by mistake, people. And I'm so nervous that New York fans are going to lose it tonight if they win. And they're going to take it so far that what's going to happen is that tomorrow, this is my worst case scenario. Tomorrow on the news is we see Midtown Manhattan on fire. I don't want that to be the case. But I'm telling you, they are trying their best to antagonize American citizens like they always do. They always do this, and they'll continue to do it.
Jay, I don't know how you follow that. That was a perfect response because he's 1,000% right. 1,000%. Jay, what's your take?
I think sometimes the simplest answer is usually the correct one.
Yeah.
Right now, all eyes on the planet are on the New York Knicks.
Absolutely.
They are the feel-good story around the country right now. I was watching Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady earlier, and Vince was talking about he was down in Florida watching flag football. He said something, everybody out there, were New York Knicks fans. So it's all, it's infesting all over the place. And in true egomaniac fashion, they're not talking about him. So now he has to parachute himself and interject himself into the conversation of what everybody's talking about because the attention isn't on him. He's doing that because his ego needs it. And also to piggyback what everybody else said, I agree with Mike Sean. I think he's being petty. He's being vindictive. He's pissed off because the city pretty much kicked him out. Said, go, you know what? Go to Florida, never come back. We don't care. And that bothers him. So now he's coming back to remind us that he's actually a New Yorker. No, bro, you live in Palm Beach. So my only concern is this. If the Knicks lose this game tonight, I'm not concerned about if they win because the love fest continues. But if they lose tonight and they lose like in a bad way with that clown in the building, then that's what I'm worried about happening in the aftermath.
All right, quickly, Howie, I want to go through this next.
You left me out, man.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Go ahead. What's your take, Mo? I apologize.
You know what? Ditto.
Talk about petty, bro.
You know what I mean? Howie, let me talk to you real fast. Howie, let me talk to you real fast. I'm going to go through all y'all real fast.
I will say this, Frank. I know you're moving the subject real fast. If they lose, they're going to blame Donald Trump.
They going to blame him.
The mayor, Zoran Modani, announced a Knicks watch party tonight. Howie, 20 seconds. Tell me what you think the greatness of this that can be the rebuttal of this. What's your take, Howie?
Bryant Park.
Where they going to do it at?
Bryant Park.
Bryant Park.
Oh, okay. That's nice. Nice. That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
So you like that? You good?
I love it. I love it. But they have watch parties in every borough, though.
So. Yeah. Mo, you're a New Yorker. What's your take on the mayor of New York announcing a Knicks watch party, even though the one is being canceled at the Madison Square Garden?
It is going to hold 5,000 people, and Bryant Park is right up the street from right up the street from the Madison Square Garden. Okay. I like the mayor doing that, but for the president to come in and ruin it for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It just go, and he won New York City. He won New York in the election too. That's the sad thing. It's not like you know what I'm saying? Not like they didn't vote for him. A lot of people in New York voted for him.
And rocking with him.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Mo?
I'm just saying it's just sad. It's just sad, but it goes to show you that no matter what, though, New Yorkers are gonna find a way. We can't be by the Garden, fine. We going up to Bryant Park. And that's it. That's all. I'm surprised the mayor didn't shut down Times Square and say, you know what, we gotta have a watch party right in the middle of Times Square.
That's what I thought it was gonna be at. But D Jones, what's your take?
That's
on
a Wednesday, Mo.
The mayor said that he's announcing a Knicks watch party. D Jones, what's your take?
Oh, we talking about Knicks watch party?
Yeah, Knicks watch parties in the park right up the street.
Yeah. I don't give a piss about the Knicks watch party. I'm a Pistons fan. I don't Knicks watch party. So whoop-de-doo, okay? The Knicks watch party.
Mike Sean, 20 seconds. What's your take on this, bro? The mayor trying to level it out.
Shout out to the mayor and everything like that. I'll say they should project it on the Empire State Building and have all of New York just watch. Just project the whole thing on the Empire State Building so all of Manhattan could watch it and be real petty and just watch everybody watch it. You know, they're going to watch it regardless, man.
Yeah, 100%. Jay, you get the final word, 20 seconds.
Hey, bro, they having watch parties all over the city, man. They got them in Chinatown, Koreatown, Hasidic Jews, man, canceling, they prayers and stuff to make that money out here, man. It's crazy.
Howie Bell, game 3 is tonight, man. We got to talk about game 3. After the mistakes that the Spurs made last Friday and everything else, what adjustments do you think they could do to make it competitive or to win game 3 in New York?
Ooh-wee. They gotta stop crying. They gotta grow up, man. I don't even know if they can do it, man. New York, they may be, depending on how this atmosphere is tonight, I don't know. This is gonna speak a lot on this team and this coach, as far as the Spurs and whether they can handle this type of pressure that's going to happen today, because we don't even know the type of pressure that's going to happen tonight. So these players are going to have to be extra special. So I'm going to say Wemby got to grow up tonight. Tonight's the night you grow up. Parker, I'm sorry, not Parker, but Harper. Ron Harper's son he's at light years ahead of these guys in maturity already. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's going to have a big game because I don't think he's scared. To me, he's the only one that's not scared or shook. And I think that Harper's going to do a really good job. But Wemby got to grow up, man. You can't be a crybaby. You're not going to get the calls. They're not going to do it like that. So you're going to have to figure this out. This is going to be Terror Dome right here tonight.
Okay, so Mo, talk to me, man. What you think game 3 is tonight? What do you think the Spurs have to do? What adjustments do they have to make to win the game tonight and to be competitive?
The Spurs have been playing a competitive game. They don't really need to make a whole lot of adjustments. They shut down Brunson. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Brunson having won the poorest shooting series that he's had since he's been a Knick. So I'm not saying that they don't really have a whole lot of adjustments to make. It's just that they got to stop making silly mistakes. Mm-hmm. But they're going to make them because they're not ready for this. They're not built for this. But I mean, if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be more mad at the mistakes that they're making than the style of play. Their style of play, I mean, listen, the games haven't been that much, they've been up most of the time. The Knicks have been on a comeback all 2 games.
Okay. All right. So D Jones, what do you think the adjustments that have to be made tonight by the Spurs in order to make this competitive and win the game tonight?
Well, it's definitely gonna have to be better coaching adjustments. Mm-hmm. That's number one. It's gonna fall on the 2 best players they got, Wemby and Castle. If they step up and don't make stupid decisions, I don't know if Trump being there is gonna really switch the atmosphere a lot, and if those ticket prices are gonna keep the traditional Knick fans out of there. Because I think if those 2 things wouldn't happen, I think this will be a blowout. I think the Knicks fans would come out and the atmosphere would be too big, and I think it would be a blowout. But visitors make their name in Madison Square Garden. So this could be a chance for Wemby to really make his name tonight.
Okay, Michael Sean, what adjustments do you think in the game that's happening tonight between the Knicks and the Spurs? What adjustments do you think the Knicks need to make tonight to be a competitive game?
There's no adjustments they can make other than Wemby scoring 40. Because one of their basic offensive maneuvers is having an 8-footer stop at the top of the key and start dribbling. And until they realize that they have to have a point, they have to let Fox become a point guard and stop. I know it's cute. I know we all love seeing him cross people over and go between his legs and take 3 dribbles and spin around. That's not going to work in the NBA Finals. So he's going to have to score 40, get 20 rebounds, and then, and he's capable. He's just not capable of doing it 4 times. So this adjustment period is that y'all got to let a point guard be a point guard at some point. He can't be a quasi point guard some days because it's just not there's too much room for error when a guy that tall wants to dribble as much as he dribbles, and it just leaves it open for defensive players to cause havoc with him.
Jay,
Frank, okay, I'm sorry.
Hold on, let Jay get the final word. Go ahead, Jay. I'll come back to you, Mo. Go ahead, Jay.
First thing, the Spurs bench have got to play well on the road. And visiting team benches normally don't play well on the road. Number 2, they cannot fall down big early. Because if they fall down by like double digits in the Garden, like in the first half, they're not coming back. Because that crowd is going to be bananas in a bag of monkeys. Thirdly, you got to hope that they got to hope that the stench of Trump fills that arena like you know how Pigpen is, you know, like with Charlie Brown, you know, it's just everywhere, you know, it just follows him around so that it just throws everything off with the Knicks, you know, like one of those nights when the Knicks can't make shots, they can't make layups, they're missing assignments. They got to hope for one of those games. But if they don't play better as a team, you know, taking care of the ball, they're gonna get smacked.
All right, Mo, what were you gonna say?
I just want to say this. Everybody talking about ticket prices. The Knicks were the laughing stocks of the league for a long, long time. And you know they were still the highest ticket price in the whole NBA. This ain't nothing new.
Yeah, you said
Knicks
that the other
ticket
day.
prices, huh?
Yeah, you said that the other day. You didn't mention
Yeah,
that.
Knicks ticket prices have always been high in New York. They've always been high. This ain't nothing new. It's just now this is a championship on the line. That's all.
Okay,
But
well,
to Dolan's credit, he never raised ticket prices after a losing season.
That's right. He's right. All right, so we getting ready to roll up out of here, man. Any final thoughts? Anybody want to jump in here with one final thought before we tell everybody out there how we can follow us and all that? Any other final thought? Anybody want to say?
I do.
Stay home, Donald Trump.
I got one final thought. If they win, Donald Trump is going to get on TV and take credit for the Knicks winning.
Of course.
Watch. I
You know
promise
he
you
is.
that's going to happen. And if they lose, the world is going to blame Donald Trump for them losing. So either way, it's going to be an interesting morning tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
And I just want to say what D said. I wish somebody, Fat Joe, Tracy Morgan, Ben Stiller, whoever, would call former President Obama and give them his ticket and don't let him walk in till after halftime, the beginning of the third quarter. As the game starts, the first time out, he walks to the seat and he sits down. Make it as dramatic as possible. I mean, drama.
The whole stadium will stand up.
The whole stadium stands up and they play Jay-Z, My President's Black. That would just turn all the way up.
But Michael Sean, what if that happens tonight, bro?
Oh, man.
What if that happens tonight?
What?
I would be, dog.
Standing on?
Barack Obama come through tonight.
Oh,
That
Barack
would
comes
It'll be
tonight?
the best finals ever.
Oh, what, both presidents
Ever.
in there? Come on now.
No, it would be the second time I cried with Obama. The first time he got elected, and if he did it tonight, there would be a tear come down my. If he actually walked out, there would be a tear. There would be, and I ain't agree with everything Obama did, but he'd make me. They'd be a tear coming down my eye, yo.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for participating in the show, man. It was a very good show tonight. I greatly appreciate that. Howie Bell, to everybody else, what's going on out in your world, what you got coming up, and how we can follow you.
Hey, man, I'm in Detroit this week. What up, Doe? All my people from Detroit. I'm with my man Foolish this Wednesday, smoking with Foolish. We back. We doing it. Thursday, I'm with Tony Roney, and then Sunday, I got the Howie Bell 3 o'clock high show starting at my new spot, Howie Bell and Friends. So this is a good week for Detroit comedy. That's really, what's going on. We being funny this week in Detroit.
Dope.
Oh, Foolish too, huh? I ain't seen that dude in a long time.
Yeah. Big show win.
Mo, tell everybody at the how they can follow you. What you got going on?
Always MOE_comic on Instagram. You can catch me just working out all month long, getting ready for my down the time in New York. I got to work out this new material. I'm stretching it out, getting it going, and always msbasicbags.com. So I'll be out there hustling, baby.
There it is. Lee Jones, tell everybody at the how they can follow you. What you got going on?
Oh, I just realized that I must have talked about the Lions too much because Howie ain't invite me to nothing.
He got all the things going on in Detroit, right?
And Foolish cussed me out last week, so I guess.
Did he really? That's crazy.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I got you good, brother. 3 o'clock high. Come to my
Michael
show.
Son,
Yeah,
tell everybody at the how they can follow you. What you got going on, Mike?
Yo, I was gonna set it up. June 18th, 19th, and 20th. I'm being in Dallas for a big Juneteenth celebration, and it's super dope out there. I do it every year. It's amazing. I also just want to shout out these 4 young people, 4 of them that I work with at Camden High. If you know anything about New Jersey, there's a reputation of Camden, New Jersey that goes on. A teacher invited me to work with these 4 who wanted to do comedy. And when I tell you I met 4 of the most amazing young people that I've met in my life, I spent 2 hours with them. And I just want to shout them out. Even if they don't see this, I need this energy to be out there, that the stereotype that was broken, that me being there with those 4 people made my day. Y'all did more for me in those 2 hours than I could have ever done for y'all. So I appreciate you.
What's their names, Mike? I say their names.
Oh, because Rashawn, Allison, Kenneth, and Kaylon. All four, those four individuals were absolutely amazing, and it was stunning for me to actually. I needed to be around those four young people today for 2 hours. That was dope.
There it is. Jay, tell everybody how they can follow you, bro. What's going on?
Very quickly, as a person who spent summers in South Jersey and lived in Philly for 6 years, Cannon's reputation is well deserved.
It is.
Facts on facts. I mean, yeah.
It's well deserved, right?
Yeah.
I feel safe in Detroit. Hey, follow me at JD Hayes at Fan Base, and I'll be in Detroit this month on the 22nd, hanging out, with Twitter lunatics over here. Yes, sir.
Damn,
Come on.
D.
Got you, brother. Got you, good brother.
Shout out to my man
Everybody in
White
Detroit.
Chocolate working in the background, helping to keep this show going. Thank you all for watching the show. We'll be back on tomorrow where we give the review of the game that happened tonight. Can't wait to talk about that and to see what happens if it's going to be as crazy as Michael Sean kind of predicted, because everything he said kind of seems like it's going to happen.
I
man.
hope not. I hope
hope
not.
not,
I
too.
hope
I
not.
hope and
I
pray.
hope not.
We'll see that.
And Michael was right, Frank. You is trying to jinx it. We all see it.
He is
Yeah,
trying
we
to
see
jinx
it. We
bro.
see it now.
Yeah,
We see
there we
it now,
go.
because-
We don't
I ain't
even want his support.
You like my first baby mama said she couldn't get pregnant. You jinxing everything. You jinxing.
3 kids later.
That's hilarious. All right, y'all. You're watching. The name of the show is called Box Seats. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Hey.
Hey, what you need?